Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nasta Prayesha Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we are reading from first canto, first chapter, text 10. You can search it in your phone. You can also repeat after me the mantra. Prajanalpayusha Shavya Kalavasmin Yuge Janaha Mandasumanda Matayo Mandabhagya Yupadrutaha Prajanalpayusha Shavya Kalavasmin Yuge Janaha Mandasumanda Matayo Mandabhagya Yupadrutaha. Let's do the purport and translation. Translation and purport. Please repeat word by word. Prayena, almost always. Alpa, meager. Ayusha, duration of life. Sabya, member of a learned society. Kalau, in this age of Kali. Asmin, herein. Yuge, age. Janaha, the public. Mandaha, lazy. Sumandamataya, misguided. Mandabhagya, unlucky. He, and above all, Upadrutaha, disturbed. Translation. Older than one, in this iron age of Kali, men have but short lives. They are quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, always disturbed. Purport. The devotee of the Lord are always anxious for the spiritual improvement of the general public. When the sages of Naimisharanya analyzed the state of affairs of the people in the age of Kali, they foresaw that men would live short lives. In Kali Yuga, duration of life is shortened not so much because of insufficient food, but because of irregular habits. By keeping regular habits and eating simple food, any man can maintain his health. Overeating, over sense gratification, over dependence on another's mercy, and artificial standards of living sap the very vitality of human energy. Therefore, the duration of life is shortened. The people of this age are also very lazy, not only materially but in the matter of self-realization. The human life is especially meant for self-realization. That is to say, man should come to know what he is, what the world is, and what is the supreme truth is. Human life is a means by which the living entity can end all the miseries of the hard struggle for life in material existence, and by which he can return to Godhead, his eternal home. But due to a bad system of education, men have no desire for self-realization. Even if they come to know about it, they unfortunately become victims of misguided teaching. In this age, men are victims not only of different political creeds and parties, but also of many different types of sense gratificatory diversion, such as cinemas, sports, gambling, clubs, mundane libraries, bad association, smoking, drinking, cheating, pilfering. What does pilfering means? Stealing. Bickerings. What means bickerings? Bickering. Quarrel.
Yeah.
Bickering. And so on. Their minds are always disturbed and full of anxieties due to so many different engagements. In this age, many unscrupulous men manufacture their own religious faiths, which are not based on any revealed scriptures. And very often people who are addicted to sense gratification are attracted by such institutions. Consequently, in the name of religion, so many sinful acts are being carried on that the people in general have neither peace of mind nor health of body. The student brahmachari communities are no longer being maintained, and householders do not observe the rules and regulations of the Grihastha ashram. Consequently, the so-called Vanaprastha and sannyasis who come out of such Grihastha ashram are easily deviated from the rigid path. In the Kali Yuga, the whole atmosphere is surcharged with faithlessness. Men are no longer interested in spiritual values. Material sense gratification is now the standard of civilization. For the maintenance of such material civilizations, man has formed complex nations and communities, and there is a constant strain of hot and cold wars between these different groups. It has become very difficult, therefore, to raise the spiritual standard due to the present distorted values of human society. The sages of Naimisharanya are anxious to disentangle all fallen souls, and here they are seeking the remedy from Srila Sutta Goswami. Namashreshtam anumapi sachiputra matra swarupam rupam tasyagrajam murupurim maturim goshtavatim radha kunda girivaram ahoradhika madhavasam praptoyasya pratita kripaya shri gurum tannatosmi. So this is the real situation in this age of Kali. It's a perfect picture of the present situation. So, and they are worried, the great sages, they are worried about the future of human society, and they are asking for remedy about this particular influence, the bad influence of this age over people in general, is that people become first they have short life, this says. Previously, to say, people used to live more healthy life, at least. With the industrialization and so much contamination and irregular eating, bad eating, fast food and all these things. I remember once a man made the commentary about eating for a full month only McDonald's food. So he made a full checkup, medical checkup first, and then he was eating only McDonald's every day. But he did it to criticize McDonald's, not to, he agree with them, he just to show that they are very bad for health. So McDonald's tried to stop him or bribe him anyway. But anyway, he did it, and at the end of the month, it was so many sickness, diseases he had. Liver problem, that problem, the doctors made check up, found the result, it's no joke, But people, they rush to those places, you know. They know, they found the cheapest, you know. I mean, first of all, they are cow killer McDonald. That's it is. They arrived in India, and I hear they burned one of those places once. They attacked the place. I heard something like that. Have you heard also that some years ago, McDonald's was sued because was selling French fries without the ingredients, and it was not vegetarian. So the vegetarian people who was going there to buy French fries, they sued, and they get a lot of money from them, millions for the people. So if you're a vegetarian, why you go to a place which is not vegetarian? You get the risk, you know, of something non-vegetarian will be there. I mean to say, just because it's easy, go on, you know. So we have to be careful, you know, with those things, you know. Don't eat in a place where they cook meat. Nowadays, vegetarianism, vegans everywhere. Better do it at home, you know. Invite somebody, they invite you. Homemade is the best. And offer to Krishna, even best. Is it healthy? And there is English saying, early to bed make the man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Is it? So nowadays people are accustomed to go to sleep 12, 1, 2 in the morning, wake up at 10 maybe, especially on the weekend. I had a sister, and weekend she will sleep until noontime. And if somebody wake up, become very angry. So I remember that in Shas that is said, if you're too attached to sleep too long, 10, 12 hours, next time you can become a bear. A bear 6 months sleeping in winter time. Nobody will dare go awake with bear to wake up. And if somebody too addicted to sex life, next life can become a pigeon. Pigeon can have 60 times per day. It's real. If somebody is addicted too much eating meat, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, meat has to have. Next life can become a tiger. Tiger can eat all the meat they want, raw, very nice. You know, do you see those fancy restaurants? They advertise meat eating, and they show the steak is red inside, the blood can you see? You know, so they think, oh, this is the best, most refined. It's all a society of fools and rascals, and we are misguided by such so-called, you know, blind, leading the blind. This is the reality. So, due to many sickness, diseases, life is being shortened, you know. Isn't it? In Kali Yuga, is up to 100 years. But majority of people don't reach 100 years. The great majority. Because of, you know, bad eating, very, very irregular sleeping, a lot of anxiety, drinking, you know, all these bad habits. They reduce people's health and life. So this and they are also quarrelsome. They like to quarrel for anything. You know, have you heard the story? Two friends quarreling. They got a letter, and it was open. So one friend would ask you, this letter was opened with Caesar. The other would say, no. It was opened with, what do you call this? Knife? Knife. No, Caesar. No, knife. No, Caesar. They went out the house, still quarreling, arguing. They're passing over the bridge. Caesar, no, knife. And one, the knife one, throw the Caesar man to the river from the bridge. No, it is Caesar, it is knife. And the man didn't know how to swim. He was drowning. And before drowning, he was doing that outside the river, outside the water. Have to win no matter what. Even at the cost of life, you know. The argument. You know the saying, argument that ad baculum? Argumentum ad vaculum. You know what it means? Huh? Who knows what it means? Our learned scholar here. Means there is, when no argument works, when no other argument works, then like Madhvacharya, you know, he used to use that. He will argue with philosophy, with the scriptures, with the impersonalists, the Mayavadi. And no matter how much time he defeated them, they will still keep arguing. So he said, okay, you say everything Brahman, fine. I am Brahman, you are Brahman. Brahman is grabbing Brahman and pulling him against the wall. And everything becomes Brahman. Punches teeth. Everything becomes Brahman. Argumentum ad vaculum. When no argument more works. So that's why it is useless to quarrel or to argue with foolish people. You know, it's no use. It's no use. Because previously in Vedic times, if two opponents will argue philosophy, the one who's defeated has to accept the philosophy of the one defeated him. That's the standard. It's not that you are defeated and keep arguing. No? That's lack of honesty, you know. That's lack of honesty. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he had a talk with the Mayavadis of Varanasi, no? Benares. And he defeated them with argument, philosophy, Vedanta Sutra. And they surrendered to him. They surrendered to him. Because after preaching to them very nicely, he showed this Brahman effulgence coming from his father. So they were very attracted to the Brahman effulgence. So they understood, here is Narayan. They bowed down, they became devotees. And then there was a kirtan, everybody chanting, dancing. So this is Mahaprabhu movement. Dancing, chanting, hearing Harikatha, feasting. Who doesn't like that? So in every culture you find there is music and dance. It's in every culture. Old culture, Aboriginal culture, all culture, they have some kind of music and dance. And why is that? The idea is to celebrate to be alive. I'm celebrating being alive. But because life in this world is temporary, the celebration doesn't last for long. Finish. But Krishna is inviting everyone to the eternal dance. He's eternally dancing with the gopis. Isn't? So inviting everybody, come join this eternal dance. No? Don't be satisfied with the so-called dance of this world. You know, sometimes they do competition dance. Who stand longer dancing, and people like 24-hour dancing, and they are like miserably exhausted and tired. To get some money or some trophy, they try, but their body get completely finished, and they keep like, there's no more enjoyment. Dancing means enjoyment. There's no enjoyment anymore. And people, to forget their misery, they take shelter in drugs and alcohol and so many kind of things, just to forget their misery. No? So they destroy their health with this addiction to drugs and alcohol, isn't it? So, and they are very lazy. Not only materially, but also spiritually. They're very lazy. I'll tell you one story of a lazy person. He was lying in his home, in a hammock, hammock? And suddenly he saw $100 bill. But he doesn't want to get out of the hammock, so he was, God, please let blow the wind to this side, to my side. At least he had faith in God. Such a lazy person. And also in Vedic time, one king, he offered, I'm gonna feed all the lazy people of the city. Everyone can come, all lazy people can come, I will feed all of them for free. So 1,000 people came. So there was a big hut to serve the food. Everybody got inside this huge hut, and suddenly the king said to the soldier, "Burn the hut from the four sides." And all people gone run away. Only two remained there. And one's telling the other, "It's getting a little hot in here. Yeah, turn the other side so you will warm up equally, you know." The king said, "These are really the lazy ones. Feed only them." It's a true story. And people like to criticize like anything else. There's a story also. One man with his son entered the town, people who like to criticize anything, everything. And they were in a horse. The son was, the father was riding the horse, and the son was walking next to him. And people started criticizing, see, such a cruel man. The poor boy is walking and he's riding the horse. So they hear that. So the man decided to get down, put his son on the horse. And a little further, people start criticizing, see, he's not giving good example to, not teaching properly his son not to respect his father. The son should give more respect to the father. Why the father has to walk, and that is not correct. So they decided both to sit on the horse. And further ahead, people start criticizing. Oh, such cruel people. Poor horse, they have to wait so much weight. Then they decided to both of them walk. Such a fools. They have a horse and they walk in, not riding the horse. So no matter what they do, they always be criticized. So that's the nature of this modern age of Kali. No matter what you do, you always be criticized. So don't worry about criticism. Of course, if there's something true that you need to rectify, then you should accept, for your own good, Don't be angry with those who try to help you. If they give you some good advice, not out of criticism, but out of the desire to help, that is good. We should be self-criticism. We should criticize our own self, so we can rectify our own self. So this is the situation of this Kali Yuga. People are misguided. Even if they are interested in spiritual life, they follow some cheater, some so-called avatar, some so-called prophet, or this or that, I came to know about one so-called prophet in Miami. He was telling people that he's an avatar of Jesus. He's an incarnation of Jesus. And some people believed him. They start giving him mansions and yachts and fancy cars and having a good life, And he came on TV laughing, the people believe I am Jesus Christ. I mean to say, and what to speak in India also, that India is a factory of gods. Yes. Every day there's a new god arriving. Recently I heard that there was one avatar of Kalki, and his wife. They accept worship, and
he's old one actually.
It's old, it's not that new. Yeah. But Kalki doesn't come until the end of Kali Yuga. Now people are so misguided, they believe anything, everything. Just because mental concoction. And the true thing, they're not interested to follow. If somebody made up some story, they believe. Why? And also, if somebody, some yogi, something make some magic, some show. He's avatar. He's Bhagavan. Immediately, it's not by vote somebody become avatar. It has to be his name in the scriptures. Then you accept. Kalki avatar, his name is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The town, the name of the father, everything is mentioned. You can't just manufacture. Kalki appeared before time. What is the horse? What is the sword? So many nonsense going on. Once in South India, I went to visit one man's house. They invited me for a program. And he had an altar. And he had everything, everybody, all devatas, all Christian saints, all Muslim saints, everything. He had a picture even of Superman. I told him, I asked him, really Superman? He said, just in case, you never know. I thought to myself, these people are really misguided, you know. And also, people are so prone in India to devata worship. They have to worship all devatas and puja and all this, spend hours and hours doing worship and devata. In this age, the process is not puja, it's harinam, chanting the holy name. Don't spend too much time in puja. Few minutes, 15-20 minute bus. The rest chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is very important. Sometimes, I travel Europe, Spain, and visit, Indian people. Sometimes they invite me to their home or their shop. And they also, their shop have, they worship the three. Ganesh, Saraswati and Lakshmi. Ganesh to take all the impediments for material progress. Saraswati to give intelligence to get money. And Lakshmi to get all the money. That's all. That's all their business. But actually, Lakshmi should not be worshipped alone. Because Lakshmi is chanchala. She doesn't stay one place too long. But if she is worshipped along with her husband, Narayan, then she will stay. No? It is also said in Shastra, a home where the husband and wife don't quarrel, Lakshmi stay there. So you worship Lakshmi Narayan. Of course, Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we worship Radha Krishna. Because Lakshmi Narayan are expansion of Radha and Krishna. The original is Krishna and Radha. So emphasis is in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha and Krishna. Don't divert to attention to other forms of the Lord. That's what Prabhupada advised in the Bhagavad Gita 1865. No? What is the verse? Manmana baba mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evasyasi satyamte prattijane priyosime. Always think of me, become my devotee. Manmana mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Offer your obeisance, your homage to me. And that way you will become dear to me and will come to me. Undoubtedly you will come to me. So in the purport, Prabhupada explained, although there are many avatars of Krishna like Nrsimha, Vamana, Ramchandra, one should only think of Krishna. His main attraction should go to Krishna. Because the bluish boy with the peacock feather, with a round, beautiful face, with yellow garment, is the original form, is the most attractive form. The most beautiful pastimes is there. Don't divert your attention to any other avatar. We respect, of course, all avatars are Krishna himself, but all attention should go to Radha Krishna. That's the best of advice. You know which of Prabhupada's favorite song? Narottam Das Thakur's song that says, Hari Hari Bifale Janama Gonainu Manushya Janama Paya Radha Krishna Nabhajiya Shuniya Vishaya Vishakainu. That I wasted my life willingly drinking poison instead of worshipping Radha Krishna. No? Brajendra Nandana says, Sachi Sutta Hoilo say, Balaram Hoilo Nitai. He said, now Krishna came as Brajendra Nandan came as Sachi Sutta, the son of Mother Sachi, and Balaram became Nitai. Golokera Premadana Hare Nama Sankirtana. This chanting of Hare Krishna, holy name, is imported from Goloka Vrindavan. It's not from India. It is from Goloka Vrindavan. So this chanting is not from this world. It's not material sound. It's a spiritual, transcendental sound. So, very important, spend less time in puja, more time in kirtan and japa. More important. Through Guru Parampara, we follow Guru Parampara. No? The teaching of Mahaprabhu is the cyclic succession, and all of them say, no, Guru Gauranga, Radha Krishna. Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Nayanya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not different from Radha and Krishna. So, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he established temple Mahaprabhu with Radha Krishna. In Calcutta we have a temple Radha Krishna with Mahaprabhu, like that. And also Mayapur, there is Radha Krishna with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Later they put Ashtasaki. So, we should try to understand what means Gaudiya Vaishnavism. What is the philosophy behind it? The philosophy of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, actually Mahaprabhu, he took the best from all Sampradaya. All the best teaching from all Sampradaya and put it in one. And gave something more. He gave something more. And that what he gave something more is not available in the other Sampradaya. And that is loving Krishna, feeling his absence, hankering to be with him, feeling desire to be with him, crying for him. He taught this, Mahaprabhu. How to achieve this perfection? Feel the separation. Like that. Feel the emotion of loving Krishna and absence. Hankering for his loving service, for his personal association. That's very, very much desirable. We should not be diverted because family tradition, they taught Devata worship, that worship, this worship. Forget that. Follow the parampara of Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada. He taught us what is the most essential way of worshipping. Bolo Krishna, Bhaja Krishna, Koro Shikra, Krishna Shikra. So deity worship is important, it's part of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, but Murtira Shraddhaya Seva. We shall worship deity knowing is non-different from Krishna. If you worship deity, you think is idol, then no reciprocation, there is no love. How can you worship in a statue? You have to know the Lord is there, accepting the service. Prabhupada said, if you chant kirtan in front of the deities, Gaur Nitai, become installed. Sometimes they say, no, I have a deity not installed. So what are you worshipping? Status then. You don't have faith that this is God there in your home. We are not idol worshipper, statue worshipper, no. You have to believe the Lord is there. Accepting your service. Just by doing kirtan, they are already there. So it's very important, these things. And also, you should not offer the Lord 3 things of the same item. Like 3 chapatis, 3 pakora. Prabhupada said, 3 you offer to the enemy. You can offer any other number. 1, 2, 5, 4, whatever. But not 3. 3 is offered to the enemy. Only food. No other thing, only food.
Why?
Why? Because there is a story in the Mahabharata that a person gave to his enemy 3. So it became tradition. Only to enemy you offer 3. So everybody knows he's your enemy. So if I go to your home and you give me 3 pakoras, and I know you consider me your enemy. You just telling me go away, don't come here. Now I understood. Hare Krishna. So many things to learn, no? So many things to learn. So now I'm going to ask you to please ask questions. Any doubt, please do ask. It's important to ask questions. to clear the doubt. To have doubt means your intelligence. We don't accept blindly everything. If we have doubt, we ask, like he's asking, why 3? There's an explanation why. So anything else you need to know, please ask. I like to have conversation. Yes. Yes.
Actually, I have multiple questions. I'm for five,
Please
but
go
I'm-
ahead. Go with all of them.
Because it is the devatas, I just asked questions.
Uh-huh.
So, Maharaji, the two things comes here. Even when the battle happened, the Mahabharata happened, and the Pandavas get the dosha, Guru Hatya and all those, then Krishna himself tell go to Shiva and to get the so that they can blessing. And second thing, Rama also in Treta Yuga, he also do worship Ma Durga to get that. And also Arjuna went to Devatas to get the weapons to do that. So
From
they-
Indra was his father.
Yes, so they went. So they also
They were
worship-
also devotees of Krishna.
Right.
So there is no harm if you engage them in the service of Krishna. I mean, Krishna can also worship his own devotees, but doesn't mean that he's lower than his devotees. Lord Shiva Mahadev is a devotee of the Lord. Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu is the best of Vaishnavas because he's always meditating on the Lord. You see, he's sitting, and who is meditating? He's meditating on the Lord, Supreme Lord. So we offer all respect, to Devata, especially Mahadev is the greatest Devata, the greatest devotee. But that doesn't mean, but people worship Devata for material purpose, not for service to Krishna. And Krishna said these are less intelligent because they are going to me indirectly. I am the origin of all Devatas. Aham sarvasya prabhavam matta sarvam pravartate iti matva vajanti mabuddha bhava samambita. I am the origin of everything, material and spiritual. Everything comes from me. So that means also Mahadev coming from Krishna. Brahma, Shiva, Ganesh, Durga Mata, all of them coming from Krishna. So why go to them? Go to Krishna. Through Guru Parampara, of course. We respect Devata, but we should never disrespect them. But love and worship should be only to Krishna. Avatar of Krishna, Sita, Ram, Lakshmi, Narayan, that's all right. I mean, Lord Shiva himself advised people to worship Krishna. You know the story? Lord Shiva wanted to see baby Krishna. So he came disguised to Vrindavan. He disguised himself as a Shiva Bhakta with Rudraksha and ashes on the body and everything. The cobras also were with him. So he went to the house of Yashoda, knocked on the door. She opened the door. Sadhu, I give you some prasad, some money. No, I only want to see your son. Oh, I'm very sorry. These cobras around your neck are very frightful. My son will be afraid of you. No, I can't allow you to see my son. Go away. So Shiva became sad. He went to sit under a tree, meditating on Krishna. So when Mother Yashoda was going to feed Krishna, he will not eat Krishna. So she asked neighbor, what should I do? Krishna doesn't want to eat. Or maybe Sadhu came to your home, you didn't please him. And that's true. He came out and bring him, find him, bring him in, please him, then Krishna will eat. So they brought the Sadhu, Shiva. Okay, what do you want? I want to see your son. Okay, come in the house. But 10 feet until there, not too close. He may be afraid of your snakes. Okay, have darshan. So Krishna looked at his devotee smiling, Shiva looked at his master smiling. They were both happy to see each other. And after a few minutes, Mother Yashoda said, darshan finished. Now you must go. Okay, so Shiva was not fully satisfied. He was under a tree again fasting. He was not eating. So Krishna will not eat either because his devotee will not eat. So they have to bring back the sadhu again. How can we please you, please? And Shiva said, I'm planning to stay a few months in Braja, and I want to come to your house every day, not only to have darshan of your son, but I want you also to wash his feet and give me this chanamrit for me to drink and put on my head. That I bless your son, always be happy, healthy, and eat all his food. Okay, come. So Shiva was coming every day. And if you go Vrindavan Nandagram, where Krishna's house was, there is a small temple of Lord Shiva. And all the water they wash Krishna, they bring down and wash Shiva also with that same water. To remember this Leela of the Lord. Shiva also wanted to see the rasa dance, and he became gopi by the blessing of Purnamasi, Yogamaya. He became gopi and he entered to see, but Krishna stopped the dance. He said, somebody here hiding should not be here. Gopis, go find out. So they found a small gopi. Who are you? What is the name of your village, your parents? Are you married? What's the name of your husband, your father-in-law, mother-in-law? They could not answer that question. They were slapping him. Maybe you're a spy sent by Kamsa. So Purnama said, no, he's Mahadev, he's under my protection. So Krishna gave blessing. You protect my dance, stand at the door, no unqualified person should come. That's your service. So the temple in Vrindavan, there is a temple, Gopeshwar Mahadev, Gopeshwar. He's Gopi and Ishwar at the same time. So they dress him in the night with veil and nose ring and like a Gopi, and to go and do his service, guarding the entrance. So he's not competing with Krishna, he's servant of Krishna. But people think that there's competition. No, Shiva is the supreme. No. Well, they don't understand. Shiva is expansion of Krishna, but for the material world. And when he enters the material world, there is transformation. It's like milk touched by tamarind, imli becomes curd. So the same way, when Vishnu Sankarshan entered the material world, and he sport with material energy, becomes husband of Durga, then there is transformation. He's almost God, 87%. Narayan 93%. Only Krishna 100%. Any other question you had?
One more question. So
Yes.
you mentioned about puja and also about japa.
Yeah.
So my understanding is when you do japa meditation, your mind involves. So a lot of things happening on your mind, and you can see that. But when you japa, you cry in front of God, so your heart purifies. So both are different aspects. One is you can create your bhav. Basically, from if you do japa, you will not cry. I mean, you just because of something, all the aspect is there happening. And when you do puja, then your bhav generates. So if you stop that puja doing less, then your bhav will go down and maybe. So.
No. Try to understand. You have to give importance to what is more important. In this age of Kali, Harinam is the main religion. In this age of Kali, chanting the holy name is the main religion. The most important religious activity is to chant the names of God. That's the main thing. Everything else is secondary. So you should give more importance to chanting Harinam. And secondary, you do also puja. We're not saying you don't do puja. You have to do puja. After offering food, puja must be there. But don't spend 3-4 hours puja. Only half hour, then japa and kirtan and reading Bhagavata. Mahaprabhu, he said, Bhagavad Shravana, hear Srimad Bhagavatam, Nama Kirtan, chant the holy name, Sadhu Sangha, associate with devotees, Murtirashradhaya Seva, worship the deity with faith, is not different from Krishna, and Mathura Vas, live in a holy place like Mathura, or make your home a holy place by having Krishna in the center. No? So, I mean, I've seen devotees, they don't chant rounds, but they worship Shalagram Shila 3-4 hours. They didn't understand that Harinam is the most important religious principle in Kali Yuga. No? So that's the point. Not to stop puja, but to give more time to Harinam. More relevance, more important. Yes.
Well, I just thought maybe you'd speak on the analogy of like milk, because I think that makes sense. You know, it's like, oh, the milk, and then there's the curd and the water. You know, different parts of the milk. Why go for?
Yeah.
If you have the milk.
I mean to say.
Why go for the,
Yeah, I mean to say, curd is also milk in the sense that comes from milk.
Yeah.
But the milk, curd is not milk at the same time, but coming from milk. In the same, Shiva is not different from Krishna, at the same time is different. No? He's at the same time Supreme Lord and at the same time not Supreme Lord. Because he has no separate existence from Krishna. Understand? His existence is not separate.
Yeah, but it's like if we had the choice of like, oh, we could choose milk or curd or water or, you know, the different parts of the milk. It's like, why choose the curd if we can choose the milk?
Right.
The milk has all of it.
Right,
Milk
right.
has
The origin of all the
It's
milk
combined.
product come from milk. So Krishna Swayam Bhagavan, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ramadi Murti Shukalan Yamena Tishnam Nanavatara Makarot Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramapumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Beginning with Rama, Ramadi Murtishu. All other avatars are coming, expansion of Krishna or expansion of Krishna. But Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of God. That's what the Shastra say. So we follow Shastra. Yes.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Jayad Nrsimha. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, sometimes the question gets asked is, why only these Shastras? Because there are other Shastras also.
Okay, what other Shastras are there?
Like you could say there are Shiv Purana, Durga Purana. In those Puranas, Shiva is mentioned as the
Amala Purana is the Bhagavatam, Amala Purana, the pure Purana. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, from all the Puranas, this is the best Purana because the most pure Purana. No? Okay? So we follow this Purana. And this Purana said, Etecham Sakalah Pumsam Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. All other avatars are just expansion, and Krishna Swayam Bhagavan, the original Supreme Personality of God. So why you don't accept the statement of this Purana, Amala Purana, Bhagavat Purana? Huh? Simple. It's the best Purana, Amala Purana.
So is it just our choice to choose this Purana? And
No, it's not. I mean to say, different interpretation may differ from different things. There are Puranas in the mode of passion, in the mode of ignorance, and in the mode of goodness. And this is the pure Purana, Amala Purana. Other Purana mixed passion. For passionate people, do this puja, that puja, worship Devata. Shiva is the supreme, yes. To help the worshipper to get faith, they may say sometime the Purana like this. Understand? Krishna say, I am giving them faith in the heart. When they worship Devata, I give them faith. So they believe in that Devata. But they worship that Devata, they will go on the planet of that Devata. If they worship me, they come to me. If they worship God, they will go to Bhutalok. So depend what do you want, where you want to go after that. No? Shiva also has many God's followers. They take shelter in him because he controlled the mode of ignorance. So he helped them to get a human body. So there's a lot of ghosts following him. And the ashes in his body are not from any dead person, but only from Vaishnavas' ashes. The bones also Vaishnava bones. And the snake, the cobras are sages keeping his company. So it's a complex personality, Lord Shiva. It's not easy understood. This debate going on, no, Shiva is supreme, no. It's a waste of time. Shiva has no separate existence from Krishna's existence. Understand? So it's no question of arguing who's supreme, who's not supreme. Somebody else? Yes?
I didn't understand
Devatas.
God and Krishna. I don't understand.
Krishna is God and God is Krishna. Krishna is the supreme God. Devatas means are power. They have also power, but not on the same level as the supreme Lord. It's like a king and his ministers. You know, the king may give power to the ministers to do their job, and they have to give result to him, isn't? But he is in control of the ministers. He can change them if they misbehave. So at the same time, Krishna is like the supreme king, and all the devata are his ministers. They are doing the service of the universe, you know, providing, you know, the rain, the sun, the air, all this element, fire, the devatas behind, like that. So they are serving Krishna. Like that's why they need some power to do their service. But they are not like independent gods. Like people have this wrong idea that if you need this, you go to this, you need that, go to that. Everything is one, everything the same, any God you worship is the same thing. This is all nonsense philosophy.
And you said Krishna is the purest, but then isn't Krishna a form of Vishnu?
Who? No, it's the other way around. Vishnu is an expansion of Krishna. Krishna is the original. It's like a candle lightening other candles. All candles have same light, same power, but there is one original candle. And that original candle is Krishna. And other candles, I mean to say, some people believe that Krishna is the 8th avatar of Vishnu. But they don't know. Because usually all avatars come to this world, they come through Vishnu. But when Krishna came to this world 5,000 years ago, he came in his original form. He didn't come through Vishnu. Vishnu rather came along with him, inside him, just to witness his activities, his wonderful activity. Not only Vishnu, Nrsimha, all the avatar came with him. But Krishna is the original personality.
Also, Lord Shiva is said to be easily pleased.
Yes, he's Ashutosh. Easily pleased and easily angered also. Ashutosh. Once one demon was worshipping Shiva to ask a boon. And he wanted Shiva to appear from the fire. But Shiva would not appear. So he was cutting his own flesh, offering to Shiva. And Shiva would not appear. Then he decided to chop off his head. You know, and he was going to chop his head. And Shiva appeared. Stop your nonsense. Don't hurt yourself anymore. What do you want from me? Ask me, I will give you. And the demon said, I want the boon that whoever person I touch the head will explode in 1,000 pieces. Shiva regretted giving his word, but he already gave the word, I will give you anything you want. So he could not go back. Okay, I give you. And what the demon thought? Demon thought, Shiva has a beautiful wife named Gauri. She's very nice, beautiful. I will touch the head of Shiva and keep his wife for myself. Such rascal demon, you know. Even the person who gave him blessings go against. So Shiva has to run for his life. He was going here and there, trying to hide, and he reached the pole star, Svetadvip, no? And he was praying to Vishnu, please protect me from this demon, you know. And Shiva and Krishna said, don't worry, I will protect you. Then he came as a brahmachari, and he stopped the demon. Oh, I know your father. Your name is father is this and that. Oh, you know my father? Yes, he's my good friend. Why are you running here and there so fast? Your body is important. Don't over-exercise your body. You must enjoy life, you know. Why are you running so fast? Sit down, you know. Let's talk nicely here. And tell me the story. What are you doing? Oh, I'm chasing after Shiva. What for? And he told him the whole story. And Brahmachari start laughing. Do you believe Shiva will give you such blessing? He's laughing at you, he's joking with you. He didn't give you any blessing like that. Touch your head, see nothing will happen. And the demon became bewildered. He touched his head. And then Vishnu told Shiva, be careful, don't give such blessing to demons. You know? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So get it right. Krishna is the original and Vishnu is expansion for the creation. Vishnu is for the creation of the material world. There are three Vishnu. Mahavishnu, the one who laid down in the Kaswal ocean, Karana ocean, all universes coming from his breathing. The second Vishnu is called Garbhodakashai Vishnu. He comes in every universe and fill it with water, half of the universe, lying down, and Antashesha come from him, and Lord Brahma is born, and he created the universe. Then the third Vishnu, Shirodakashai Vishnu, Paramatma. He has entered the heart of everyone. He has his planet, the polar star, Svetadvi, Dhruva Lok. Yeah.
What I learned was that God stands for generator, which is Brahma, because he made the world, and then operator is Vishnu, and destroyer is Shiva, something like that.
Brahma is the creator, the secondary creator. The first creator is Mahavishnu. He created all universes. But he gave the ingredients to Brahma to secondary creation, to populate the universe. No? He gave the power, the intelligence to do it. And Shiva, at the end, he destroyed everything. But only did he do when Krishna ordered him to do. Brahma same. Only when Krishna ordered him create, he created. He tell Agni, fire, Vayu, blow the wind. They believed it. I'll tell you one story. Do you know that saying? Not even a blade of grass moves without the will of the Lord. And that comes from a story in the Puranas. That once, with the help of Lord Vishnu, the Devatas defeated the Asuras in the battle. So they were very proud. Oh, we are very powerful. We defeated all these demons. So Vishnu noticed that they were very proud, and he decided to teach them a lesson in humility. So Vishnu took a blade of grass between his fingers and told Vayu, can you blow it? Yes. He blew it, didn't move an inch. He told Agni, can you change color? I can put it into and make it ashes. Okay, you blow all the fire, nothing happened. Okay, Indra, you can cut this in half with your Vajra. Oh, very easy. The Vajra was cut in half. So they accept defeat. They understood. Without your blessing, my Lord, not even the blade of grass moves. Without your will. So, understand?
Maharaj, you were speaking earlier about the importance of Harinam Sankirtan as opposed to puja. And I'm just wondering, I've been confused a little bit, when you have installed deities like in the temple,
Yes.
and they're used to a certain standard. So my understanding is if you lower that standard, it's considered seva aparad.
Yeah, we should not do that.
So
We should do both things at the same time.
okay.
I mean, the temple worship is different from home worship. Home worship you can do more simple standard. No? But the temple is different. Once you have certain standard, you should not lower it. Only with Gaur Nita you can make more simple. But if you have Radha Krishna Jagannath, you can't lower. That's the standard. But at the same time, we have to do Harinam also. Because worshiping deity and no Harinam in front of deity is not complete worship. That's the standard. Has to be along with deity worship, Harinam should be there. Chanting must be there in front of the deities.
So what if that's not happening and it's just the puja, and
You don't need so many people for puja. I mean, how many people are doing puja? Only here, Madhav doing puja. As far as I know, I need some time help also. And what about all of you? Where is the Harinam? Come and do Harinam for the deities. Chant for them, like the other day Mataji was chanting Jagannastakam beautifully too. Please Lord Jagannath, that's very nice. So this should go on. Both things should go on simultaneously. But I'm saying Harinam is more important because it's the religious principle of this age. Even deity worship is not complete without Harinam. Srila Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada said he installed deities in all temples to help disciples not be influenced by impersonalism. To always remember the deity is Krishna himself. Have in front of you to remember Krishna is a person, has form, has quality, has activities. Yes.
Does have anything to do with the reason why Krishna is blue is so we can remember, like it's like the ocean or the sky. It's like it's so vast it contains everything.
And asking the question, is Krishna blue because it's vast like the ocean or the sky?
Like contains everything.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
All contains.
Once a devotee asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, why Krishna is blue? Prabhupada said, I don't know, ask him.
I also don't.
Yeah, but I sometime I explained that since the sky is very expansive and deep, and since everything is coming from Krishna, the most expansive is the sky, so everything coming from Krishna, that's why he's blue, because everything originally comes from him. So he's all pervasive, unlimited, like the sky. Yes. Go ahead. I like the Archimani question. That's very good, Sinta. Yes, go ahead.
Maharaj, can you explain Shyama Sundar meaning? Shyama Sundar, can you explain Shyama Sundar?
Meaning,
Name, song.
meaning of the word Shama Sundar.
Shyama Sundar. Shyam means dark and Sundar means beautiful. Is the beautiful dark Lord. Once I was some years ago in Dubai giving lecture, and one lady asked me this question: why Krishna is black? I said, no, it's not black. It's blackish. It's dark. Like the cloud, cloud with rainy season, they look dark, but they are beautiful. They are not blackish. So I told her, once in Vrindavan, at the foot of Govardhan hill, gopis were decorating Radha Krishna. They were sitting beautiful throne, and they were decorating them with flower ornaments, and they put a big mirror in front of them so they can see the seva. Krishna and Radha appreciated their seva, and that night was a golden full moon night, and the moon reflected on the mirror, and Radharani jokingly told Krishna, Krishna, I'm more beautiful than you. You are dark like the night, and I'm fair like the moon. Krishna said, yes, my dear, you are right, but where is the beauty of the night without the darkness, what is the beauty of the moon without the darkness of the night? So both of them eternally complement each other beautifully. One soul and two bodies. Two flames from one fire. That's Radha Krishna. Their one became two to enjoy pastimes. Yes.
So I heard I saw in some YouTube video, someone said that in Kali Yuga, our consciousness is based on ego. like of my body, me, myself.
Yes.
And in Satyayug they said it's based on soul.
Yes.
So, like because we are in Kali Yuga, we are always thinking this is beautiful, this is not beautiful. Is this because of this ego consciousness?
The bodily concept. Ego means bodily concept.
So,
False ego. There is a true ego and there is false ego.
So,
Ego means identity. You can't be without ego. Sometimes people say give up ego, but it means they think ego is pride. But actually, the word ego means identity. So false ego means false identity. We are spirit soul. If we believe we are the body, then we are in false ego. And the true ego means I am spirit soul. This is my true identity. That's a real ego.
so my question is very basic.
Hmm.
In Vaikuntha, is there a concept of beauty?
Of course, it's eternal. Everything there is beautifully eternal.
How is it beautiful? How do you define beautiful in Vaikuntha?
Everything you see in this world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. Because there are flowers, there are lakes, there are mountains, there are everything, houses, people, like that. That's why there is in the material world those things. But here the reflection is temporary, it's not real. There is eternal. People are eternally young there. They never get old. They have airplane made of flowers. They fly, no contamination, no noise. And they go everywhere chanting the glories of the Lord. So different, we get description from Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why we know. We don't speculate, maybe this, maybe that. We get what we accept, the Shastra, then we get the perfect information. There is no anxiety, no fear of death, old age, disease, nothing. We should go there. Better than Vaikuntha, Goloka, the highest Vaikuntha. Very nice questions. Thank you so much for asking them. That's very good. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bol.
So everyone, thank you very much for coming. Bhakti Sundar Maharaj ki
Jai.
So start off with the